So I got a problem with the live. I don't know what, but it wouldn't let me start the live, so I had to do another one. But now it's
Wait, we have
okay.
a new one, so it's not this one anymore.
I guess so. Do you see anything?
Yeah, I do now, but it's not the other one. So
Oh, it's the same one?
no, it's a different one, so I need to tell them. So just 1 second.
I don't know why it wouldn't let me start the live, so I am really sorry something didn't really work with the previous live. I couldn't like go live at all, so I had to do a new one. So welcome everyone who could join right now. I hope you like the other person didn't wait it too much on the other live. So it's morning for Gary and he is quite lively. Look at his gears, they are a bit reddish compared to when I do live during like the evening. Gary is just dancing with himself and digging a bit. Give the man a crown. Gary is coming to say hi. Gary. So as you can see, he's way more active in the morning. But the best is like at 4 a.m. He's really, really lively. He's just gonna come and go. Oh, it's 4 a.m. It's 2 a.m. for you. You have to go to sleep after that. It's 5 a.m. for you. Saying hi to Gary. Gary is coming to say hi too. Is it the first time for some people in the live right now? We've been doing a lot of live, so I don't know how many we did so far. Oh, it's 3 p.m. for you. Where are you from? I'm having a tea with my Gary mug.
I don't know what to do about this one because people are still waiting for this.
Just tell them to like refresh the page and they're gonna see the new live.
I was wondering if I could go on your account and just delete it because it's never going to happen.
Let me see if I can do that. I don't think I have it anymore. Just give me a
If I go to the homepage,
videos.
yeah, if I go to the homepage, it's still there.
But it's not there for me.
Alright, what I'm going to do. I've got the link copied.
Yeah, just put it right in.
No, I'm going to swap accounts. Let me know if you change anything. I haven't done this during a live stream.
I don't know. Apparently there is still people waiting in the other live that we previously did. So we are waiting for more people to show up, trying to fix this, not letting people wait in the other live, because there's not gonna be any, so. Can I steal him? He's so precious. No, you can't. Nathan est ici. Est-ce que tu peux dire le nom de ma sœur, s'il te plaît? Je vais lui parler de cette chaîne et elle est fan. Elle s'appelle Loane. Bonjour Loane. I'm trying to go up to see what was your question. Oh, you're gonna go to sleep now. Thank you for showing up today. I'm sorry if it's too late for you. Have a good night. Kiwi the devil. Gary loved to dance with his reflection. Why is he cute? I don't know, it's just Gary doing his Gary thing, being Gary. Hello, Gary. Gary is just coming and going away. Oh, it's 2 a.m. for you. Where are you from? Chameleon Gaming. Yes, Gary's dancing. I don't think Gary knows it's his reflection. It's 8 a.m. for you. He keeps booping his reflection. 8 p.m. Yeah, more. Yes. It's 11 for you. 1 p.m. 6 p.m. Where are you from?
Cool.
Oh, 11 in Poland. Three p.m. Where are you from? 5 a.m. 3 p.m. is in India. Okay. 5 a.m. is in America. Oh my god, it's way too early. Go to sleep. India and Philippines.
India and Philippines.
Mm-hmm. At the same time? It's the same time, I guess. It's 4 a.m. in Canada.
Oh look.
What are you doing? Go to sleep. It's too early.
We have Giorno Giovanna in the chat.
Mm.
Jojo.
I want to book Gary so bad. I like to book Gary. Can you touch him? So not today because like it's morning and we don't really interact with Gary in the morning. Just through the tank, that's it, not in the water. It's 9 p.m. in Australia. I'm literally eating cereals while watching that. I was actually eating cereals before doing the live. And now I'm having a tea. It's 10 a.m. So you're the same hour as us? Yeah, Gary is very active in the morning. It's not nighttime for him yet.
Not just yet.
It's evening in your country. 8 p.m. in Australia.
Is that ahead or behind?
If it's AM, it's I guess behind. If it's PM, it's before us.
Also behind.
No, like people in Asia, they are in advance compared to us. They are in the future. What does Gary usually eat? He eats worms and pellets as a main diet. How sensitive is Gary? What do you mean sensitive? Like his feelings? I don't know.
Oh, that was a big message. Let me pop out the chat. Can't see it too well.
Gary's just dancing with his reflection and digging at the same time.
Where did it go?
There is no license to have an axolotl if it's legal in your country. Like in Europe, you don't need any license to have an axolotl.
I'm gonna put this in the chat once, but just because it keeps on getting deleted. Oh, whoops, hang on 1 second. That's
Are you done, Gary? Are you tired now? Are you tired?
I was still logged in as Gary, so I almost started chatting as Gary for a second.
You can't be Gary. I am Gary.
On Minecraft, I'm Gary.
It's 4 a.m. Gary is a boy.
Oh, I'm being timed out all the time.
Is that a glass stone? It's not a stone, it's a little plate where we put food sometimes.
Never.
Okay, never.
We never use it anymore. It's just for decoration now.
Yeah, no, because Gary likes to go on it. We used to put like bits of worms in it, but we don't anymore. We just hand feed Gary.
To be honest, I might do that again.
No, I don't want to like the food to stay in the water for too long. I prefer when Gary is eating, so I know when Gary is eating. Does it hurt when he's scratched? So when I have Gary on my hand, it happens sometimes. He just grab on my like fingers, and I can feel his little gripping finger. I don't know if it's nails or what, but the little tip of his hands, when he grips, I can feel them. So he could probably like scratch if he want to. Do Gary speak French? He doesn't. He only speaks English. I didn't teach him French.
No.
I might get a juvenile golden albino in a few days. Do you recommend any certain plants for juveniles? So, plants, I would advise plant that doesn't need light, like the one we have in our tanks, which is Anubias. They are really sturdy. They grow really well. Never had any problems with them. And Java fern. But I prefer Anubias because they are way more, like, they grow really fast and really big. The Java fern are dying a bit, but they make new baby leaves. So it's up to you. You can have those two plants. You can also have moss balls. Axolotl love moss balls. Don't forget to cycle your tank before having your axolotl. Cycling your tank takes from 3 to 8 weeks, and you have to look for how to cycle your tank without any species in there. Search for the nitrogen cycle on YouTube. You will have a lot of guides to do that. But your tank has to be cycled to have your axolotl in it. Are axolotls sensitive to light? Yes, because axolotls don't have eyelids, so they can't really blink to hide from the light. So that's why you always have to put hides, at least 2 for one axolotl in a tank. Are you going to feed him right now? No, because we only feed him during nighttime. And it's morning now, so he wouldn't. I don't want to like mess his schedule. Gary is inspecting if the wall of reflection can clone him. Can axolotl eat hornworms? What are hornworms?
Huh?
What are hornworms?
Hornworms.
Horn.
Hornworms. Nothing that we have.
If it really has a horn, don't feed it to your axolotl.
I'm gonna quickly Google that. I don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
Today is speed axolotl. Hornworms are too crunchy for axolotls. They said. I don't know what they look like.
Look like caterpillars.
Oh no! Don't feed that to your axolotl. Don't. Does he like spicy food? Of course not. He wouldn't eat spicy food.
That's a hornworm.
Oh, he's kind of cute. But still, don't feed that to an axolotl. Yes, Gary's a bluegill. Bluegill leucistic. The actual blue, it went out, like it appeared at around 8 months. So he didn't have the blue gears before when he was a baby or a juvie. It appeared after. Has Gary ever accidentally hurt himself? He did! He actually lost a finger. But the finger grew back, so it's all fine. Where did you find the white one? Like leucistic? They are quite common, so you shouldn't like have a lot of problems finding a leucistic. Does Gary respond to your voice when you speak to him? I've noticed my Axolotl respond when I speak to her. Yes, I always speak to Gary. And whenever I come to the tank and I speak to him, he will raise his head to me and look at me. Always. I always have a lot of conversation with Gary. You can ask Gary's dad. I'm always speaking to Gary.
Yeah, all the time.
Does he like chin rubs? I don't think I did chin rubs to Gary. It's more the book.
Haven't tried that yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did that. But it was when he was a baby, and he liked it. I think I have a video of that in the on the
I don't remember.
on the channel. If I don't, it must be on our Instagram. Maybe I will put it back on YouTube. But yeah, I did that when he was a baby, and he liked it. Does Gary like being handled? I don't think he likes that. We do not really handle him. I just let him come to my hand, if it makes sense. I don't like grab him or anything. I just prefer when Gary is coming at me. Is the fresh or brackish water? It's fresh water. Imagine Gary singing all of a sudden. I don't know what song he would sing though. So is it bad if my axolotl is too active? No, it's not. They have like times where they are active and times where they are really like stay still. It's not like it's nothing bad if they are active. Does Gary have a little pet friend? He have Gary the snail. You can see Gary the snail. Hello Gary. What are you doing? What is the best height for an axolotl? So you see that I have terracotta pot. So those are really good for axolotls because they are like non-toxic, if it makes sense. And I don't like plastic things because I want the tank to look natural. So that's why we have a terracotta pot. Just use something that is non-toxic and who like if it have sharp edges, things like that, don't take it. Take anything that is smooth, so it wouldn't hurt your axolotl.
It was a lot of work.
Hmm?
It was a lot of work to cut a pot in half
Oh
and sand it
yeah,
down.
because it was a full pot and I had to cut it in half, and I only had like a saw is how you say?
An actual hand saw.
Yeah, a hand saw, and it took me I think 5 hours to do to do Gary's pot, to cut it in half. It was so long because I was really careful not to like break the pot, so it took me so long. If you have a Dremel or something like that, use that. It would be way much faster. But we didn't have that at the time, and I thought it would be fine. So I started it, and I couldn't like stop until I was finished. So I just kept on going, even though it was taking ages. Are you done, Gary? No, you're not. No, you're not. You can see Gary's little dance. How many gallons is Gary's tank? It's 50 gallon. Oh, Gary, did you bonk? Did you bonk on the glass? Did you bonk? Are you okay, Gary? You okay? Yeah? Gary can never stay still.
He looked at the camera and, yes, I done that.
Gary never stays still.
He was behind the log. You know when you came into the room
Mm-hmm.
and he was behind the log?
Yeah.
He was still there by the time I went to sleep. He stayed there for hours.
It's okay. He found his way back. Gary's becoming embarrassed. Why? Where is his nose? You don't see the little nostrils? Gary have two little nostrils. They're really cute. Gary is really derpy. That's why he's so cute.
What?
So, you can have a little gaming PC in Gary's aquarium. I would have to find like an aquarium safe decoration to go in Gary's tank to have that. I'm not sure if I can find this. Gary makes the world a better place. Oh. When was he born? He was born in July, but we picked the date the 11th of July because we got him the 11th of October and we knew that he was 3 months old, so we went just 3 months back. Gary likes to dig, actually, he loves it. Sometimes he digs so much that you can see the bottom of the tank.
I think it's just that corner because he's always swimming there. He's always swimming there.
Can you say that without yawning though?
I'm so tired. I think it's because he's digging in
Oh
that corner
no!
only because he's swimming there all the time, like now.
Chameleon Gaming, my phone is gonna run out of battery, oh no. Gary's staring for meat. He does. But he got num num yesterday, so. Where are you going, Gary? Where are you going? Hello. Where are you going? Do you want to go in your butt? You want to go in your butt? Do you want to go or not? Do you want to go, Gary? No, you don't. You don't? You don't, Gary. What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Gary? What do you want to do? You don't know? You can't see, but he's actually looking right at me when I'm speaking to him. What is it, Gary? What do you want? What do you want? You want the meat? You want wormies? But you have wormies. You have wormies already. Gary, where are you going? No! Where are you going? What does Gary eat? We give him Dendrobina worms or night crawlers in the US. It's how they call it. Gary, you're way too excited. Where are you going now? Gonna put you back here? Okay? Yeah. Going back in his corner. Oh, thank you for joining us today. Good night, Crowface. Gary, you're way too active. Way too active. I can't do the thing I wanted to do. Whoa, I had a lot of subscribe. Thank you for the subscribe. Gary's best friend is the mirror. Does Gary go to the toilet? He does. He actually did the one big yesterday that Gary's dad had to clean. Gary, where are you going now? What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Gary? Ah, Gary. Where are you going? Don't know where you're going, but you're going. Accidents. Huh? Gary is really active. Way too active for the morning, Gary. Are you playing with bubbles now? Okay, back to going this way. Oh, why would you eat the glass, Gary? Where are you going now? I'm actually having a hard time. Gary, why are you eating the glass? The glass didn't do anything to you. Why are you flexing even? Oh, you're going... Intend to have another axolotl. Maybe we're gonna have a brother for Gary, but we'll see because we want to get a rescue. So Gary can have a brother. When did Gary start working? When he had legs, I guess. Does this little bean have any children? No, he doesn't. How can you tell if your axolotl is male or female? You can see Gary is in the right position. So you can see his cloaca here. It's really large, and this is how you know that it's a boy. When it's shorter, it's a female. Gary, why are you eating the glass? Don't. It's not edible. Can't eat that. Gary the dirt boy. He's really dirty. Gary, stop eating the glass now, okay? Okay, Gary? Yeah? Oh, thank you for stopping by the mighty pancake. How long does Axolotl live? So they live for around 15 years. Gary, I see you. You're gonna try to eat the glass again. Does Gary play Fortnite? He doesn't. Am I late for the stream? No, you're not. We are 38 minutes in. So you're fine. When does Gary eat? He eats during the evening. So now for us it's morning, so we won't give Gary food during this live. What will you do when Gary will grow up? He always have his adult size, so he wouldn't grow much more than this.
No.
So there's nothing to do really, just keeping Gary as he is. Does Axolotl have toys in their tanks? Gary doesn't. He just have like a natural tank. He only have Gary the snail with him. Because Gary the snail was with him when he was a baby. The very first day we got Gary, we also got Gary the snail, so they are always together. We also have a bigger version of Gary the snail that we wanted to put when Gary would be bigger, but We never really put it in.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's a really big Gary. The snake. It's really huge, so I don't think Gary would like it. I think Gary preferred the small one.
I think it's been out of that tank for like 2 years.
Does Gary have ears? He doesn't have ears. He have like internal ears.
It's
not.
weird. It's weird to think about that. Isn't
Yeah,
It?
it's not something like visible. Not like us humans. Okay, Gary. Go on. Trying to follow you. Okay.
It looks like he doesn't have a lot of space, but he really does. He just kind of turns around in the corner. He doesn't go the other way.
Oh, thank you, Ice Ninja, for joining us today. Oh, you had your homework to do. It's okay, don't worry. Can Gary go out of water? He can, but like for just a couple of seconds. If you want to like tub him or something like that, he wouldn't like stay out of the water. What, the Germans are attacking? Have a good day, Anita.
I think when Gary pauses,
Oh, Gary.
I think when Gary pauses, it's just because he's tired from like running around.
Tired for 2 seconds because he doesn't really stay at the same place for a lot of time. Why does Gary not have teeth? It's just how he is. No axolotls have teeth. They don't have teeth. You decided? Can't read the chat and move the camera at the same time. Gary. Do you have a gecko? I don't, but I really would like to. I have to go, goodbye. Oh, thank you for joining, Grayzek. Grayzek? What are you doing, Gary? Are you still trying to eat the glass? No? You're fine? Can you let him out of water for seconds? I wouldn't advise it if you really don't have to because it will stress him. He can't survive out of the water. If you have to take him to the vet and the vet have to like look at him, yes, because it's like for the vet to do it, but otherwise they don't have to be out of the water.
We've only done that a couple, like twice. When we had to transfer him from one tank to another, or like a tub, but we didn't want the tub of water to be in the new tank.
Yeah.
So we very, very briefly took him out of the water, but it was for like a second.
Yeah.
And it was very, very difficult because it felt really mean, and I had to encourage Mooney. I had to be her coach to do it.
Because I know you will stress Gary, so I don't like to do it only if it's necessary.
But yeah, we've had him for like...
Bye Camilla, thank you for joining us today.
We've had him for like nearly 2.5 years, and we've done that twice.
Oh. Do you have any other pets that you can show us? We don't really. We have little baby shrimps, but like you wouldn't see them. They're really too small. Are you done, Gary, eating the glass? Sometimes I wonder what he's thinking. What are you thinking, Gary? What are you thinking? He's derpy. He's really derpy. Bye, Camila. Thank you for joining us today. Does Gary throw up? He would if he ate too much, which happened twice, I guess. So it's not really good to see that. So we've been really careful not to overfeed him. No. I shall now devote my time to this pink noodle of cuteness. My little noodle. He's a pink noodle. Can Gary swim near the surface? And if yes, how often does he do it? So he can. Gary, I'm trying to read the things. Why are you doing that to me? So he can, but he doesn't do it often. It's like only when he wants to and when he wants to chill. I don't really spot him do that often, really. I like to see it because I like to see Gary swim because he walks more than he swims.
He goes up for, well, he can go up for air, but he hasn't.
He hasn't in a long time now.
Which is good, I guess.
He's always staying down.
He does it like occasionally, but not really anymore.
Gary, can you stay still? Stay still, Gary.
He's not going to.
Yes! I got it. I got you, Gary. I got you. You have a mustache? You have a mustache, Gary. It's the first time. Oh. And now he's gone. It's really hard to catch Gary because he's moving all the time. Like when I see everybody do things like that with the axolotl, I'm jealous because I don't know why, but my axolotl Gary is only moving and other axolotls are never moving. I don't know how they do, but Gary is always moving all the time. So it's really hard to do that with Gary. Okay, are you gonna stay still, Gary? You're gonna stay still. Oh no, Gary! It's so hard. It's so hard. Gary, why are you doing that to me? Okay, I'm gonna try again. No! Gary, I can't even do one thing. I can't even do one.
This is what we're talking about.
Okay, Gary, stay still. Stay still, Gary. Stay still. Oh, I think it. Gary, no! As soon as I finish the thing, you just change position. You're terrible, Gary. You're making everything really hard. Next to beard. No, Gary! I didn't like the beard. It was a little one. Gary, stay still. Stay still, Gary, okay? Gary, stay still. Okay. Here we go. No! Gary! Oh my god. You're doing that on purpose. I can't. Oh, it's too hard with Gary. It's way too hard. Oh no, your son is gonna die. Your phone is gonna die. Your phone is gonna die soon.
Why did you say that?
Okay, Gary, stay still. Stay still, Gary. I want to. No! I was almost done! Oh my god, Gary. I will never succeed with Gary. You're way too active. Why are you like that with me? It was Gary Potter. Yes, we know that Axolotl are coming to Minecraft. We actually have a Minecraft server dedicated to Gary. So it's for Gary's subscribers, and you can get to it if you join our Discord. So Gary's dad is gonna put the link to the Discord so you can join the server.
In a moment, 1 second.
Can I do a little hat? Oh no, I can't. Every time I want to draw something, he's just moving. Can you stay still, Gary? No, you can't. You can never, don't you? You can never. You're way too active. You are way too active, Gary. One day I will succeed in doing the Gary Potter. I wanted to do something else. What are you doing, Gary? I need Gary to stay still, but I don't think he's gonna. This is my chance. No, Gary! Gary is never. He's never gonna cooperate. Are you gonna cooperate, Gary? One day.
Yellow.
Yes. I can get the pen to work first. When does Gary sleep? He actually sleeps during like afternoon. During the afternoon he's more like sleepy. He doesn't move as much. Gary Potter and the Chamber of Cuteness. His tiny hands are cute. Yeah, I love the tiny hands and the little feet too. Are you done moving? Does Gary go somewhere special to sleep? Yeah, he goes in his house. Sometimes he goes in his house, but he's still like watching outside. He doesn't stay the head in his spot. Gary? Gary, don't eat the glass. Please. Yeah, the glass is not good, Gary. Don't eat that. Draw panda ears. I can try. Ah, he saw me. It didn't last long. It didn't last long.
I'm missing all the drawings now. So
Really?
I'm focusing on this, yeah.
Mm. It's out of the feeding time right now. It's morning, so we only feed Gary during the nighttime. Can you try to draw little wings? If Gary stops moving...
That's gonna be difficult.
I know. Okay, Gary, stop moving for a bit. No! Gary, no! No! Gary, he won't stop. Are you done, Gary? Can I? Oh, every time I want to, Gary's moving. Can I, Gary? Can you let me? Draw little wings. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're not the greatest wings. Gary, no! No eating sand anymore. Oh, we're gonna call you the king of sand. Oh, you don't really see.
Yeah, because in that light, Gary is
Yeah.
yellow.
So I'm gonna take the black one. Because everything is already really yellow. Oops, I'm sorry. No, Gary. Okay. Okay, thanks, Gary. Oh, thank you for joining us today, Panda Rose. Good night to you. Gary is an eternal pink noodle. I think Gary had enough of my drawing. Did he yawn? No, he didn't. Gary, can you come to the glass and stay still so I can draw? Can you? No, he doesn't want to. Gary. Gary's coming. Do you want to draw? What should I draw? Do you want cat ears? You want cat ears, Gary? No. No. No, no, no. Don't move. Don't move. No, Gary! Gary, you're doing this on purpose. You're doing this on purpose. No! I can't do anything. Hello, Ateri. How are you doing? Gary doing his Gary thing now. Back to doing his Gary thing. Are you done, Gary? Are you tired now? If you're tired and you come closer, I can do some drawing. Okay, Gary, don't move. Do not move. Ah. Okay, don't move. No! You're doing it on purpose, Gary, I'm sure. I am abandoning. Gary doesn't want me to draw on his face. Maybe we could do that during like the evening live. Gary would be less active, I guess. So Gary's birthday is the 11th of July. I'm gonna go back to respond to questions now. Do you want me to draw your face, Gary? Are you gonna stay still? No. No, Gary is never gonna stay still. So what's it like to take care of an axolotl? So it takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy, a lot of strength. Gary is basically draining us from everything. But he's repaying us with cuteness, so it's okay. Yeah, it's a lot of work to take care of an axolotl. It's really a lot of work and dedication. And I'm not gonna lie, it takes a lot of money too. I don't think you can have an axolotl in Minecraft right now. You need to wait for the patch to go out, but we don't know when it's gonna be yet.
There's what's called a snapshot, which is kind of like a preview, sort of. You can have it in that, but they're not naturally occurring. You have to go into a special building mode and spawn them in. But they're not really stable, so we didn't use that for the server.
The little snail Gary and the rock at the back together seem to appear like a turtle, as a turtle. Kind of. How big is the tank you keep him in? So it's 200 liter or 50 gallon. I have two albino Ryukin goldfish. They are so cute, I recommend getting one. So if we want to have like goldfish, we need to set up another tank because we wouldn't be able to put them with Gary. And we already have another tank for shrimps. So I don't think we are planning to have a third tank. I think 2 is enough for now. Gary, my whole family is obsessed. We love your channel. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. What is Gary's favorite color? It's pink. Does Gary have any brother or sister? So he probably have, but we don't know them because when we got Gary, he was the only baby axolotl in the pet shop. Would you be able to put tropical fish in the same tank as Gary if they were large? So no, because the tropical fish needs a complete other settings. Gary have to be in fresh water in a temperature between 16 and 18 degrees. Plus the fish would eat Gary's gills, so I wouldn't be happy with that. And the fish are producing a lot of waste. And you know that Gary is breathing through his skin, so he wouldn't like that. Oh yeah, I remember you with Gary, Gary Avatar. How do you change Gary's water? We have a siphon, so we are taking the water. Like I used to scrap the whole glass before, and then we take the water out with the siphon, and then we put back some new water, dechlorinated water back in. That's how we change Gary's tank, and it takes a lot of time. Like the quickest we can do for water change is 1 hour, and when we have to clean everything, which is like the tubes for the filter and everything, it can take us 4 hours. How long have you had Gary? So we had Gary for 2 years and 3 months. No, 4 months. 2 years and 4 months. Gary likes Minecraft? Of course he does. I don't think Gary played Among Us. Gary's not a simp. He is really not. Gary is stealing his dad's PC when he's sleeping.
When I'm sleeping?
Yeah, when he was sleeping, Gary is stealing your PC to play. Are you finally out of energy, Gary? Are you resting? No, still not. Don't eat the sand, Gary, okay? Gary, don't eat the sand. I see you're interested in the sand, Gary. Gary.
Put your finger above on the tank.
Gary.
He'll love it.
Good landing, Gary. Are you done, Gary? Are you done now? Oh, Gary. Gary, no eating sand. Gary, no eating sand. Enough now. He's looking at me like, what are you doing? It's okay, Gary. Just don't eat sand, okay? Don't eat sand. It's not good for you. Can you cuddle Gary? I wish I could, but I can't.
You know what I think like the ultimate thing would be? It would be a really big like it would be really annoying when you need to do a water change, but having like a ridiculously massive tank that you could swim in,
Yes.
like a swimming pool, and you could have Gary and you could like swim around with Gary.
It's my dream to swim with Gary.
But neither of us ever thought about what it would be like to change the water for that. You know?
Yeah, that would be horrible to change the water for
Oh well,
that.
maybe it would be so big that it would take care of itself.
Like a natural pool or something.
No, like a giant swimming pool, but because Gary's only a Gary and he can only do so much ammonia, there will be so many bacterias that it'll just take care of itself. And you won't have to change it.
Maybe.
Or at the very least, it'll be a very, very, very long time before we need to change it.
Maybe. Hey! Peppermint. Gary is thinking of something, but we don't know what. Are the plants at the back in the tank or behind it? So you have a mix of plants that are in the tank, that are real, and fake plants that are on the wall behind. It's a mix of the two. Is Gary scared of you? He is not. He's really not. I know Bob. I know Bob the Seer. Is one of the moderator Gary's dad? Yes. That's why you don't hear him speaking a lot, because he's moderating the chat. Gary plays Minecraft with Axolotl in Minecraft. Are you scared of hurting him sometimes? I don't really do anything that would hurt him, so not that much. I'm just a bit scared when sometimes I'm hand feeding because of my nails, but Gary is really, really gentle, so I'm not that scared because I know how he is, and he's really like gentle when he eats food, so it's okay, it's fine. Like, you will see, I'm preparing a new video of Gary where you will see him be hand feeded, and you will see how gentle he is. Oh, you have an axolotl named Gary in Minecraft. I have no idea on how to grow Java moss fast. Because with axolotls, you can't really use any fertilizer. So you have a limited choice. You can still use your axolotl poo for it, but you know. So if you want to play on our server of Minecraft, you would have to join our Discord first, because the link is on our Discord. You can find the Discord link in the About section, and then you will have to accept the rules to get your roles, and you will have you will see the Minecraft server. Weird question, but what does his poop look like? It's like a brown banana, something like that. It's like us, I guess, but it's like it's in a kind of a sack, so if the sack breaks, all the poo inside is like dust, so it would go everywhere. How much do you love Gary? I can't even, I don't even know how much I love him. I love him so much. There is no limit. So when are we planning to get a friend for Gary? We are actually planning to rescue an axolotl, so we don't know when exactly we are gonna have one. Thank you for joining the server. So I see I want to get a leucistic axolotl, would also love the tiger salamander that they turn into. So axolotls don't turn into tiger salamander. Tiger salamander is just another kind of salamander, and the tiger salamander will turn into a salamander, but not axolotls. They are gonna stay underwater. Oh, when I got Gary in Minecraft, I built his aquarium from one of your videos. Oh, that's cute. I would love to see that. Gary, no eating sand. No eating sand. Gary, good. Is there any other type of axolotls than Gary? There is a lot of different type of axolotls. There is like Gary, who is pink. There is the wild one, who is like dark greenish. There is copper axolotl, who are brown.
There are so many.
There is albino axolotl.
And there's mixes of everything in between.
Golden axolotl. There is melanoid axolotl, who are like black, full color. And even in leucistic, there is a lot of different leucistic one. Like Gary is a bluegill leucistic. You can also have the normal leucistic with no bluegills. You can have the leucistic with like silver rings on the eyes, outside of the eye. Gary doesn't have that. There is like so much. There is how do you say, with freckles?
Freckles?
Yeah, no, the type of axolotl with freckles. Dirty axolotl. So the dirty axolotls have freckles. Yeah, dirty axolotl. Dirty leucistic. Oh my god. Oh, bye Mickey the cat. Thank you for joining us today. My lizard love your videos. Oh. How much money does it cost to adopt a golden axolotl? So I don't think albino costs that much. It would be like around 20 pounds. But as I always say, it's not the axolotl that costs much, it's everything around them, like the tank, the filter, the chiller, the decoration, the substrate, the plants, everything all together cost us around 1,000. So be ready to spend all your money on your axolotl. The axolotl is the cheapest thing. Everything around it costs so much. Yeah, GFP and fireflies, we don't have that here in Europe or in the UK because it's forbidden to have species that are genetically modified. So we can't have GFP here. There should be a TV show about Gary on Netflix. I don't know what the TV show would look like. Just Gary doing his Gary things. Yeah, there is a Gary the Snail. Gary the Snail have been with Gary since he was a baby. Bye, Robert. Thank you for joining us today. Gary, are you done? Are you not gonna move? I'm gonna try one last time to do a Gary Potter, okay? Do not move. Oh! I did it. I did it. Ah, no, Gary. It lasted like 2 seconds, but still.
Someone can screenshot it and it'll be immortalized forever.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Gary, for being patient with me sometimes. So I think I'm gonna stop the stream now. It's been like an hour and a half already. So next stream is gonna be on Wednesday. And as usual on Tuesday I'm gonna make a poll for you to choose the time when you want to see Gary. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope you had a good time, even though we couldn't really draw that much. I hope next time we'll do more and Gary will stay still better than now. Isn't it, Gary? Stay still now. Now you stay still. Now that we are ending the live, you stay still. Really? Gary is trolling me. Gary is trolling. So thank you everyone for joining, and I will see you next time. You say bye?
Bye. Sorry, I'm looking at chat and everything.
Until next time, stay cute. Bye bye. Bye, Gary.